Okay, then, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, class number 2 to our session number 1. For today, it is Saturday, the 13th of August, 2025. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a short class, just an introduction. Okay, so we are going to speak a little about the course we are having, what we need to do, what we don't need to do, hopefully to come. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to show you this, and I will going to send it to you by mail, okay? So you can read it again and again, and to see what's going to happen with us, okay? Then just giving you some introduction here about what we are going to have during this course. So number 1, we are class number 2, and we are working on the new term F24. Pay attention to your mics, ladies and gentlemen, please. Fatima. Okay. So we are going to start working on what we are going to have. I think everybody, you're supposed to be familiar if you do already level 3, level 2, level 1. You know that we are going to have, number 1, 42 sessions. So to finish our material, okay, we have 42 sessions. I advise you to attend the classes, okay? So it is required from you to at least attend the 25% of your class. Okay? So we have to be careful about this. So, number 2, we are going to have one assignment only. So I think once again, if you are familiar with this, one assignment is going to be writing. It is just one, and the mark is going to be out of what? 20 marks for the assignment, which is writing, I repeat. And the final exam is going to be 18 marks, which is good and bad at the same time. Okay? So it is good because you can study for a long time, about 3 months, but at the same time, 18 marks, that means you can study for a long time, about 3 months, but at the same time, 18 marks, that means you have to be very good at studying. Very good, okay, at studying, okay? The problem with English, ladies and gentlemen, You cannot study it in English, ladies and gentlemen, at the end. This is very important. You cannot study it at the end before 1 or 2 days. You have to at the end work on it for a long time. This is very important. You cannot study it to be able to have a good mark. Okay? What about the materials we are going to have? The materials we are going to have are books. Also, if you are familiar with the previous classes, you know that we have this book which has 10 units. Now you are upper intermediate level, so this is level 4. It's not easy. Okay, so we have book Interaction 3 for grammar. This is the first book. We are going to be selective. You know, selective. Not all the exercises are going to be done. So we explain the rule. We do some exercises, maybe some exercises from outside the book. Okay. Number 2, the other book is going to be for reading. Okay. Also, we have 10 minutes. Also, we don't finish everything. We usually have about 6 or 7 reading. A problem for the exam. This is what you have to be careful about. Okay. About reading, mostly we teach you skills how to deal with reading passages. The passages are not going to be the same in the exam. So in the exam, it's going to be what? Something different, but with the same level and with the same techniques. Okay, so also this is important. Okay, once again, we have the book, we study the book, but it's not, once again, we have the book, we study the book, but okay, it's going to be the book. Another idea from the reading, and we explain the slack in the book. Another idea from the reading, and it's going to be mostly about the letters when we vocabulary. Because in the exam you are going to have a lot of, or a few vocabulary. Another book is going to be the writing one. In the writing, we are going to have, teaching you how to write an essay. Okay, we have 1 or 2 kinds. We teach you how to write. We do samples. We give you some examples. Okay, because you have to write, as we said, the assignment is going to be writing. And number 2, it's going to be in the exam. And the problem, most students fail level 4. Students fail because of the writing. You have to remember, because of the exam, we have 1 reading writing. You have to remember, in the exam, we have some exam. We have 1 reading passage, some we have some examinations, some and then we have the writing. And then we have the writing. If you want to pass, you need to get good marks in all of them. This is if you want to pass, you need to get very good marks for it. I know that a lot of people, very important, when they write that sign, I know that a lot of people, when they write that, hire some teachers, or they hire AI teachers, or they use AI, and if we could prove it, you will get 0. If not, the problem, as I said, it is in the exam, because I see a lot of students getting high marks in the homework, or the assignment, but when we come to the real exam, they write nothing, or they write three sentences. You cannot write the three sentences and you have to pass. Nobody can do that. You have to write. Okay? So this is also important. Okay? But if you want to pass, once again, you need to pass using reading, grammar, vocab. The writing, okay. Or you have to work on everything, and this is the best choice. I cannot give mark in the exam, and I repeat this. Okay? We cannot give you good marks or high marks on writing if you write only three sentences, or if you write only one paragraph. We don't give you marks for that. Okay? So you have to learn how to write. And I repeat for the people who said they didn't get it. Okay? The problem? We know that in the homework, in the assignment, you are taking from teachers. You give them money, of course, to get this, or you use AI. As I said, if we could catch you, you will get 0. But no, usually you get high marks, but in the real exam, you get 0 once again. And this is the problem. And last semester, a lot of the students, we had a huge problem with this. Okay? This is, we are going to speak more about it when we come to the assignment. Anyway, so these are the 3 books, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this table is giving you, okay, some, roughly speaking, what we are going to do. So we are going to have 2 classes on writing usually. We have reading about 20 classes, okay. In grammar, we have about 18 classes. We have to be careful. We have this material, and I think they will give you some extra this year for business and, okay, IT, some terminology. And the introductory session, which is this today, and the last session, exam revision session. This is usually when we finish everything. We give one session about how to study for the exam, what kind of exam questions you have. Okay, so this is also is going to be at the end. So today we are done with this. So next class we start with what? With the reading. And we get to the idea of where to get your books. The books are available on LMS, so you just go there, okay, and you can download the books, reading, writing, and the grammar. And for me, the most important is reading and the grammar, more than writing, because writing maybe you are not going to use it a lot. Okay, the most important to download reading and writing grammar books. Okay, from LMS, I repeat. So try to download it today, tomorrow, when the internet is good, when not a lot of students are there, so you can download it easily. Okay, so these are the basic things I want you to know about our class. Once again, it's going to be long sessions, okay, 42. This is, I think, the only class you have this huge number of sessions. Hopefully, we try to give you the best we can, okay? But the problem with English, once again, it is many students work. The teacher is only 10, 20%, and 70, 80% is the students who is going to work, commit to work, etc. Okay? And then once again, today, this was an introductory session. Next class, which is going to be on Monday at 10, we are going to have the first session in reading, so you can have the books and we can work on them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? Any questions so far? Well, now our session is going to be about 1 hour maximum, I think. We don't have more. Why the attendance is important to understand what's happening. Now, we cannot change the marks in the exam. Okay, we cannot change them, but I don't know. And it is up to you, frankly speaking. As long as you are working on this, we have no problem. Maybe you are going to have extra marks when we have the homework, the assignment, okay? This could be, but we cannot change the exam mark, yes? So, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing you need from LMS is the books to be available, okay? Just the books. Don't do anything else. You just go. You have to enter the LMS, okay? And we have the books available on the first box. Just download them. If you have any problem with this, just tell me, okay? So we can deal with the situation. Yes, Mary, the same materials we are using. Yes, it is nothing new, but it is the same. We had it last time. And then the new material, we are going to send it to you, I think, on your email or something. Let's wait, or we can upload it on LMS. This needs some time. But basically what we need from you now is what the most important is the reading book, okay? Once again, I repeat for next class, if you have any problem with this, just tell me, okay, so we can solve the situation. You have to enter using your, passwords, etc., etc. So every student has different things, or you can download it as a group of students. I don't know. I remember last time they downloaded on WhatsApp or something like that. So basically, you don't need to go to where. Yes, about the 3 books. So I am sorry, but this is the highest volume of my microphone. Okay. Anyway, do you have any problem for today, ladies and gentlemen? Because if not, we are done for today. Okay. We are going to, as I said, to start really next class on Monday. Okay. Once again, usually the session is going to be maximum 1 hour, maybe less. It depends. Okay. Raouf, what do you mean by they don't have a language store? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? If you mean language store, that means you don't have a lot of vocabulary. That means you have to memorize. Yes, how to learn English, ladies and gentlemen? The most important is to learn new vocabulary. Every day, you have to memorize at least 10 new words. This is vocabulary. You have to listen a lot. In our sessions, it is difficult to have listening, but if you are really willing to learn English, you have to listen every day for about half an hour. Okay, up to your level, once again. We have a problem with the level. And here you are level 4, but in reality, can you speak English? Okay, so that means I am level 2. Okay, so you have to make a plan. That means every day in English, I need to read, to listen, and to memorize vocabulary. If you are not committed, committed, it's not working. You like what? A diet or like the gym. Okay, you have to work on it. It's not coming to you alone. So that's the basic and the best advice. Don't leave English till the last moment. Don't, because English needs, it goes and comes back. You forget a lot, etc. So you need to take your time doing this. And this is the best advice. Every day, try reading, listening, okay, for about, I don't know, 1 hour, half an hour. Depends on you. At the end, if you don't have English, everything now is almost impossible without English. Anyway, we are going to give you advice during our sessions. We might give you suggestions for good websites to work on. But once again, this is something, it is what? An individual. Okay? The most important for us is going to be what? The material we have. Farah, I am going to send this document you saw here. Okay? I am going to you by mail. This is the only thing I am going to send you. Okay? So we are going to send this for you, okay, by mail, so you can read it again and check for details if you have any problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, by this we are done for today. As I said, we are going to meet on Monday, hopefully at 10, and we are going to start with what? With reading. Okay, everyone? Have a very nice evening. See you.